Hello folks, Major Gosnell here, and today I'm going to be starting a new Let's Play series on Stationeers. Now, Stationeers launched back in early December, and is basically a space station base building survival game. The whole premise is you design everything from the electric circuitry, designing solar panel arrays that are automized, pressurization systems for airlocks, the whole shebang. It's very hardcore, it's very in-depth, but it's also relatively easy to pick up once you know the basics. So we're going to start off here, and new world, and we're going to go into the survival mode. So, double click doesn't work, and create world. Now I do want to stress from the outset this is a very early build of the game. The game is in early access, so there's going to be features added as the Let's Play continues, but hopefully people won't get too confused. Now, this is the planet, and fucking hell, that's a really bad start there. All my boxes are in a hole. So we're going to have to drag these out straight away by left clicking on them. Oop, walking over something there. And cute. Right. So we're going to grab everything here. There we go. For some reason, a lot of the spawn starts in the game drop all your boxes into small little dips in the... dips in the land. Yep. What is going on there? There we go. Which means you have to drag everything bloody well out, which is a bit of a pain. However, once you have it done, you can get to work on your base. There we go. God damn it. Going too quick. Oh, fucking hell. Goddamn controls. For some reason, it is a little sensitive today. Ah, there we go. So, being early access, it is a slightly buggy game. And we plunk that one down there. So we've got our organics, construction, and construction here as well. Okay, having said that though, it's not really a bad start. Which way is the sun tracking? It's tracking from... Ooh, that's going to be an issue there. So we're going to have to build our panel over here. Now the panel will be the solar panel, because that hill will block the sun at its onset. Right. So let's get down to business. Open this up and open... Yep, wrong way around. Close it around and... Cute. Right. That makes it a little bit easier. So, first thing you're going to want to do is plonk down some iron frames, which you have here. Now the control system is a little convoluted. You basically have your left and right hands. So you press R for left and E for right. So we're going to press E, and as you can see I've got duct tape equipped. Now in my backpack, which is 5, press 5 and this opens up your backpack, and you have some tools. Now, you can swap the duct tape for your welder, which is what you're going to need. And there you go, that's your welder. So yeah, it's a little convoluted control scheme, but once you start playing you sort of don't notice it, and you just get into the habit of swapping things out. But it can be a bit of an irritant to start off with. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to plonk down some iron frames. Here should be good. I could actually mine that hill down if I wanted to at some point. So, we're just going to put this here, and back to E, right click, and place my first iron frame. There we go. There we go. Gonna avoid the copper for now, but that's quite a good spawn there for copper. Okay, normally a 9 block start is quite good. So there we go. Now we're gonna have to mine down this ground as well. Now, to do this, we need to go into tree and go to this little belt here. Press F. Press tree again to close that window. Then go to hold down 5. That swaps the belts. 5 again to open up your tool belt. Jesus fucking Christ. And go to E and F to take out your mining drill. Right! Off to a fucking great start here. So, you can press O to switch on your mining drill. Like I said, this game is ever so slightly hardcore. Now, just gonna mine out this framework here. Right. Just so we can see what we're doing. There we go. There we go. Right. That's that done. So, very first thing we are going to want to do, now the sun is coming at a dead angle, so this block here will be our solar panel, I think. We're going to put away our mining equipment for now, press F again, and then 5, E, and 5, right, tree, drop down to the bottom square, and F. Right, that's put away. Going to go back to iron frames, press tree again, right. It's not as difficult as it seems. You do get into the habit of swapping stuff rather rapidly. So here's going to drop the iron frames back in here and take the iron sheets, I believe. Now the iron sheets, basically that's only the frame. It's kind of like the metal frame. You have to put in the actual sheets constructed. Now to do this, you need to go to your welder, switch it on again, and you can construct it. Now there's two construction phases. You have the half belt, which is like this. Just do it on one thing. That's sort of still see-through, but you have a cross-beam section. Or you can fully complete it, like so. And that completes the block. Now, I believe that hides wiring once you fully complete it as well. You can place wiring over the top, but if you do it on the half-finished stage, I believe it hides the wiring as well. But we're going to experiment with that and see what happens. So we're just going to complete all of this here. To be honest with you, you don't really have to do the full frames, but just to have it done, I don't see why not. Yeah, there we go. And, ooh, that's a big hole. So, there we go. That is our first part of our base built. Right. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is get your solar panel up and running. Now, given the sun is going to go down, we're going to have a bit of a wait on that. However, we have that there. We're going to go to E, drop the iron sheets back in, and take the solar panel. Now, where did I put the... You see what I mean? It's very fucking dark here. Right click, and now, if you look here at your solar panel, you have on the left hand side a power icon, and on the right a data entry icon, the three little squares. So basically you connect cabling to power everything and to take power from, in this case. The electric icon is the electrical output, so anything that generates electricity or needs electricity will go through that side. The data entry is for when you link up all your systems to computers and you sort of set automations and all that. So we're going to want the power one facing inwards. So we're going to go press delete, no, insert, right. So press insert and that spins it around. And that's the power one there. However, that might not be the best way to do it. We're going to put it like that. Right. Now, next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set up a... Now, some people say to set up the battery charger. However, I'm going to bypass that for the time being. Oh, actually, just... Yeah. 1 second. Let's bring up my controls. I'm going to switch off my welder so I'm not wasting battery power on that. Now, 1 second while I cough. So, that's that done. Now, what you want to do here is, instead of using the battery charger early on, I'm going to set up the power controller, which is this one here. Oop, wrong hand. There we go. So I'm going to bring the power controller back over here. Now, what we're going to have to do for a few seconds is, we're going to go to 5, and we're going to go down here to the wiring. Press F to swap that out. And we're going to lay some wiring down to connect to the power controller. Now, actually, first we're going to place the power controller. So, yes. Now, this is the power controller. Notice again the power icon on the left, the power icon, data icon on the right. So, what I would recommend you do here is always make sure the power going into it from the generators is facing it. So as you can see, the arrow that's going to its left means the power would be going out. So if you connect that to the solar power here, you're likely to blow something up, or, well, severely damage it. So you're going to want to flick it around. Again, there we go. And as you can see, the arrow is now going into it. So we're going to plonk that down, and we're going to connect some cabling to it. Scrolling through your mouse wheel here till you get straight, then delete. I would hope that they make it so that the cabling snaps automatically rather than having to turn it all the time. Okay, so that's powered up there now. Well, once the generator's on. Actually, I need to do something before the sun comes up as well. Okay, that's the power display here. So we're going to go to 5, and we're going to first take the wrench. So we're going to press F, and we are going to tilt downwards. There we go. However, I've just realized I forgot something very, very important for a solar panel. That would be the actual panels. So, just going to lower that down there. And again, and again. For some reason it stops every 10%. Not really sure why. I'm going to run back down to our supply boxes. We're going to move these up at some point. Now, what we want is the glass sheets. That's it. So, swap that out there and take the glass sheets. Right. Run back up here. And I'm just going to put in those glass sheets there, like so. Now I can start generating electricity. Now, this is the power control box. However, you need to be able to open it. So, first things first, we are going to bring this back down here. Actually, while it's dark and I have nothing else to do, we are going to be very smart and move our supplies up to where they're going to be more useful. So, there we go. And construction supplies up here. There we go. Right, that should make things a little less laborious for us. Now, what was I about to do? Ah, yes, I was about to crowbar something. So, you're going to need your crowbar, which is your tool here. And you're going to open the power supply box, like so. Now, there's a little battery slot here that you're going to take, and this is why I bypassed the battery charger. Battery cell here. Let's swap that into my backpack and take the battery cell. And we're going to put that in here. Now, the solar generator is going to charge that battery, but it also means that you can power items in your base using that battery, but the solar generator is going to generate so much that you still have a fully charged battery unless you're doing a lot of items off of it. And then, when the battery in your suit starts running low, you can swap it out, other battery goes back in, and that starts charging. So the battery charger early game is something you can skip for the first couple of days, I imagine. So, I'm going to go to F, and there. Now, we are going to... What was I about to do? Oh, I nearly forgot to switch it on. So, that little button there is now on. Now, bear with me one moment while I cough and drink some coffee. Sadly, living in London, you tend to drink a lot of coffee and cough quite a lot. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is set up your arc furnace. So that's basically what will smelt your ores. Ooh, I just made a mistake. So we'll put that back in the backpack, and then take the arc furnace. Keeping track of where all your stuff is a bit of an issue with this game, unfortunately. Now, I'm trying to think here the best way to do this. Right. So you can place your furnace so that it'll deposit smelted ores into the next item that we're going to build, which is the auto lathe. And that's by placing the doors smartly. So if you look here, you have an arrow going in, an arrow going out. So you put the ore in on the left-hand side, and it'll come out the right-hand side. And if you put the auto lathe or the electronics printer next to it, the items will go directly into that. So it's sort of an automatic system. Now, what we're going to do, we're just going to line this up a little bit better here. I think that's about right. I should probably lay the cables first, but sure, fuck it. Electricity, data entry out, and there we go. Now, the next thing we're going to want to plunk down is the auto lathe, which is basically what makes your basic items. And we can place that here. Yep. Now this is just kind of the lazy way of doing things. You can't put stuff in directly into the auto. Oh, and I made a mistake. I didn't line it up correctly with the fucking furnace. Now how do I move this, I wonder? No, that's not it. Gonna have to circle through my tools here. So, grinder. No, wait, do we have to switch these on? Nope. Now that is a pain. I kind of fucked that up royally. So let's think here now. E. Is there a way to move that? Now, that is interesting. I have no idea how to actually move this item. Huh. Maybe the power... Oh, there we go. Power drill. Okay. So, I'm going to go back down here, pick that up again, and there we go. Right. And at least we didn't lose any items while doing that. I think that... Oh, no. There we go. That's better. And now that should work. So, at least we know now the power drill is for deconstructing items. Hopefully that's close enough together as well that they will deposit the items in. So, with that done, we need to finish off the wiring. We're going to back in here, take our wiring out, and straight cable, right. Oh, we need to figure this out here. That's the power outlet. Oh, actually, again, I've made another mistake. I need to go back in here, go up to wire cutters, and deconstruct. Ah! I do believe our solar panel is now generating electricity. And as you can see, it's now charging this battery as well. So that is useful. However, before we automate the solar panels, we do need to move them manually, so we do need to keep an eye on that. Now, what I was going to do was put a tree-ray junction. Should probably do it. There we go. And that leaves us... Ooh, should we maybe do that there, actually? Yeah, that should work better. And... do. Circle that one around. And now that's powered up. So that's powered up as well. And now... the sun is coming up over that a little bit now. So we're going to go to 5 again. Going to go down to the spanner. Just make sure that that's catching all of the sunlight. Okay, and that should start charging the battery up nicely as well. Now we're going to finish off the cabling here. So, okay. Trying to think here. Cabling counts for both data and power, so hopefully we should be able to connect that up at some point. Maybe we should put a 4-way. Oh, we'll leave it for now. Fuck it. Okay, so that should be powered up now as well. And we're just going to switch it on. Yep, that's working. And we're going to switch this on. That's working. Right. So we're just going to do some mining now. So we're going to go back into that, and we're going to go to E and F. Right. 5. So we're going to go to tree, press F here, press tree again. Hold down 5 to swap it out. 5 again. Nope, actually, tree again. Swap the tool belt in there. 5 and do. Take this F. Now the good thing is, if you have your mining belt, which is the belt that I currently have equipped in 5, when you mine ores, it will actually deposit the ores into your belt. As you can see there. Dig this copper here. Now, probably shouldn't dig too deep a hole next to my base. I don't know if gravity actually affects placements. But, actually we're just going to trim that out a bit there as well. There we go. So we have some copper now. Now, what we can do is swap the wiring out a second. We're going to put the copper ore in there. Switch that on. Switch that on. Switch this on. Now, hopefully, as it produces copper, it'll deposit it into the auto lathe, which means we can start making items. And the battery is charging up nicely, so there we go. So we're doing quite well right now. Hopefully once all that is completed, 3 grams should be soon, and we should see this chuck that into that. Come on, you know you want to work. Okay, and that went into that. Now if we check the contents, 14 grams copper. So that worked very nicely. So, that is our furnace up and running. Ooh, we are losing the sunlight there. We're going to go back to F. Swap that out. Go to tree. E again, F. Tree close. 5 to swap the belts. Okay. Tree. Drop that in there. It's kind of like Tetris, really. In that it's not at all. 5, and we're going to go to Tool, press F, and we're going to spin this up to catch more of the sun. As you can see, the generation is going up. We're actually going to go over the point a little bit. There we go. And we're now generating enough power again. So, that's quite handy. Now, the next thing I think I want to do is set up a light. We should actually have a light in our supply box, I believe. Consoles, filter water, battery cell charger, power controller, glass sheets. Oh, we don't actually have a light. Huh. Now that is a shame. We're going to have to build the electronics printer, which will require some mining. Now, sun is up there. We're going to do some mining while we wait, actually. Drop that down there. Let's grab some more. Okay, so we are going to press F there. I'm going to go to tree, F, tree close, 5, swap out, tree, F. What was I about to do? Press tree again, 5 again, F for mining tool, and we're going to get some resources while we have time. So, mine some coal out here. There we go. Now, I would suggest for anybody trying to learn the game, well, watch my series first, obviously. There's a wonderful YouTuber by the name of Grey Duster, who I've learned most of my tricks from. So, if you want to learn the very detailed intricacies of the game, please check out his channel. My channel, however, will be a layman's approach to everything, so do expect a lot of failures. And hopefully we'll learn as we go along. Now, there we go. I'm going to get some copper. Now, copper is a very valuable resource because... Oh, by the way, if you keep mining down, you do get more and more of the resource vein system. And a good trick as well, you can actually walk your way out of holes by just drilling slightly at the edges and building a ramp, which is quite useful. Similar to the old stepping way of doing things in Minecraft. So, we're just going to mine out all that there. As much copper as we possibly can, because electrical wiring is a very, very useful thing to have. Ooh, we have quite a lot of nice resources down here. Whee! Lead will be useful. Gold is actually very important for electronics, so you're going to want to find that pretty early as well. What do we have down here, I wonder? Now, one thing I will say negative with the game is that the draw distance is ridiculously small, and you can't see your items until you're pretty much right on top of them, which I hope the fucking Christ the developers fix, because when you go looking for resources, trying to find your way back to your base is a nightmare. I will actually show you there. 1 second, I'm just going to get that last silicon. So, as you can see, you can't see the base. Very easy to lose your direction. So, my way of doing it is... Probably shouldn't do this with my power low. As you can see, that's the base platform there. But it doesn't render the items until you're very, very close to it. So, we're just going to drop down here. Now, what we're going to do, we are going to swap out our batteries. So we're going to go to 2. Fuck no. We are going to go to 5. F to drop that. 2. Going to go to
Power
that.
critical.
Going to swap that out. And put the fully charged battery into that. Now, the sun is going down over here. We are going to go to tree. Going to go to F. Tree again. 5. 5. Swap that out there and just try to get a little bit more sunlight before it goes down to charge that battery up, because otherwise we are kind of in trouble for the evening. So at least the battery is charging there. Now, what was I doing? Yep, back to... Actually, I just realized, why don't I put the tool belt in here? Aha. So, the wiring out there. Okay, so we're going to close 5. Go 5. Oh, that'll make it easier with swapping the tool belts out. Right. That was a bit of an easy solution there. I should have copped it earlier. 5. F. Okay, and activate. I don't know if we have enough power to pull this off, but we will give it a shot. Hopefully the battery will hold till the morning. Now, I should probably crank that up again. Later on, you can build cupboards where you just take your items as you need them, rather than doing this whole convoluted backpacking system, which is considerably easier. So we're just going to get that ready for the morning. There we go. Right. So that should start producing some copper, and away we go. And our battery's charged. Now, that was the thing that I did quickly there because my battery power was running out. You have your suit here, which has your life support, as you can see here. Now, the battery will go down if you're using your headlight, which unfortunately I was using during the daytime, which I really shouldn't have done, and by moving and using your jetpack, etc. So you do need to keep an eye on that, but by charging the battery here, you can just swap it out with the one that's in here. It's a bit of an easy fix early on, and I'm hoping in the next episode to get my electronics printer built, and then start producing batteries and steel. And we will start building a proper base with some more solar panels so we have enough power for a few batteries at a time. So, I hope you enjoyed the first episode, guys. Hope to catch you on the next one, and thanks for watching.